Hello and welcome to this week's What's Hot. And over the past week, as I've been recuperating from the lurgy, I managed to take the time to watch one of my top 3 films of all time. I'm talking about Groundhog Day, and strangely pertinent when you consider that it's life imitating art over and over again, and the implosion of a certain bank, SVP, was certainly reminiscent of events of 2008 repeating themselves. However, the swift action of chancellors and central banks made sure that tech disruptors and e-commerce platforms, including Etsy and other SVB clients, were cushioned. So we saw banking shares all sliding, including White Knight HSBC, which paid £1 for the UK arm of SVB, which made me think of other notable £1 purchases. I'm thinking about the breakwater pier on the headland in Hartlepool, and I'm not sure, but I think that Brighton's West Pier was once had a £1 price tag. So Friday, the 10th of March, when I was sofa bound, was certainly a hectic one and yielded some surprises that we weren't anticipating. Groundhog banking events aside, the founder and chief executive of Versarien is no longer the boss, but nobody else is either. Shares plummeted on that news. However, they recovered nearly all the losses on the next trading day. Another AIM market favourite is Power Metal Resources with the ticker POW. Now, it announced its boss was stepping down, but Paul Johnson is being replaced by industry veteran Sean Wade, though there has been a handover, and Sean had a baptism of fire and had many interviews on the first day of his appointment. Now, I mentioned the Chancellor earlier, and Jeremy Hunt will announce the spring budget. Big spoiler is that there should be incentives to encourage the over 50s to return to work. So will that see a return to office-based culture? And will commercial property stocks come back into vogue? Now, if you haven't already considered a REIT or a real estate investment trust, perhaps now is the time to do so. It's worth the research. One of those is Workspace Group. Now, who wouldn't want to work in the chocolate factory, the biscuit factory, the old dairy, the reformed Marmite factory? Going back to work has never sounded so delicious. So I started on banks. I'm going to finish on banks. Because we are going to be getting the final results from One Savings Bank on Thursday. This is the company behind Kent Reliance. It was created in 2014. It floated on the London Stock Exchange in June 2015. £2 billion market cap, but no vacancies on its website. So perhaps it's at full capacity. But let's hope that there is a constant, its purpose, which is to help customers, colleagues, and communities prosper. I hope you're prospering. Stay well, take care. I'll be back same time next week.